I'm really gonna try and rub it in. Ooh. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be testing some makeup by a brand called Flower Beauty, which is actually owned by Drew Barrymore, I believe. I think it's a relatively new brand, but in the UK we've only just got it at Superdrug online. I believe you can only get it online. I don't think you can get this stuff in stores, which is kind of annoying. So I pretty much ordered the majority of the things that they had on the website. So I'm going to be testing all of the things that I have. I didn't see any sort of like eye products on there. I don't know if they make eye products or whether or not like we just have less stuff in the UK. Well, I know that we definitely have less stuff because in America they have some really nice looking blushes and stuff. So yeah, I got what I could and I'm going to be testing it on my face. If you guys do like this video and you want me to do more testing videos, make sure to give this a big thumbs up. Also, if you have any questions just for me in general, like that you want to know or about anything in particular, leave them down below in the comments with the hashtag question of the day, because I always answer a question at the end of every video and give someone a shout out. So if you have any questions, now is your chance to ask them. Oh, and also I don't have any cushions behind me today because I'm getting a new bed tomorrow. No, the next day. And I film on my bed and currently I've taken everything off my bed so that it can be ready to get the new one in. So the first thing that I'm testing is the Flower Beauty, obviously, Supernova Celestial Skin Elixir. It has a really pretty packaging. Well, the actual product is like lilac and it's got little gold flecks in it. And then it's just got a squeezy dropper and then it's got lots of little like stars around the bottom of it, which looks really cute. The stuff was relatively pricey for drugstore. It's on like the higher end of drugstore products. This was $14.99, which was the most expensive thing that I got. Let's have a little look at the information. The ingredients are covering the information. Fantastic. Why would they? This says it is a perfecting oil. It has an ultralight texture and it's smoothing and brightening, has a smoothing, why can I not talk today? Smoothing and brightening effect. A wonder in a bottle, this revolutionary skin elixir brightens, is it elixir? Or elixir. I think Americans say elixir, but I think in the British, I think we say elixir. I don't even know. Who knows? Who cares? This ultra lightweight, fast absorbing oil is the key to the most smooth, radiant makeup application. It really smells like lavender, which kind of puts me off, just because it's quite strong smelling and I almost feel like I'm putting like lavender oil on my face or something. But oh my god, it looks so pretty. I don't know if you guys can actually see, but oh my gosh, it just looks beautiful. I've watched a couple of videos where Drew Barrymore is like doing her makeup on camera. I think, well, I know she did one with Jamie Genevieve and she did one with someone else as well. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it was Nikki Tutorials. But she literally just uses her hands for everything. She just kind of put everything in the palm of her hands and then just did this and just slapped it all over her face. Like, it was pretty amazing to watch. Oh my gosh, this feels super oily. Okay, I think I put too much on because this actually feels like I've just got oil all over my face. I'm really gonna try and rub it in. It feels very heavy and like oily for something that you would put underneath your foundation. Like, it feels like a nighttime oil. Like, can you see my hands are like really oily now? And my face, obviously. It's got tiny little shimmers in it, which you can kind of see on your skin. So I kind of look a little bit like Edward Cullen. But I mean, my face is definitely extremely dewy now and like super glowy. So I think maybe if you had dry skin, you would like this a lot better. But because my skin is oily anyway, I'm not too sure what I'm going to think of this. Maybe putting oil on my face will stop my face producing any oils. And now that it's on my face, I can't smell it, which is good. Next up, I've got two base products. I mean, that was a base product, but like foundation. This is the Light Illusion Foundation. This says it's a luminous makeup nude skin feel, all day wear, broad spectrum SPF 18. And then it says sunscreen. I have the shade Porcelain L1, which I think is the lightest shade. And I did recently see Kathleen Knights put this in one of her favorite drugstore foundations videos. This was $12.99, which is quite pricey for a drugstore foundation. And then I also have the concealer, which is the Light Illusion Concealer, which is supposedly a full coverage concealer, weightless feel and crease proof. And I got this one in the shade Fair. This one came in a box and this was $8.99. What a catch. Does have a pump, which is good. Doesn't really smell of much. It's quite thick actually. I thought it was going to be a lot more of a thin consistency. Okay, let's give this a go. Ooh. This was the part where in the video she just like slapped this foundation all over her skin. Whoa, this is extremely dewy. To be fair, the coverage is better than I thought it was going to be. I was kind of expecting it to really not have much coverage at all, but it's definitely doing something. Wow, my face is dewy. By the way, the time that I'm putting this on my face is actually 10 to 6 in the evening, but I am gonna like keep this on until I go to bed and see how it kind of lasts over 5 or 6 hours. This is definitely a foundation that would have to be set. I think even if you had dry skin, you would have to set this, because hopefully you guys can see, I mean, this with the oil underneath as a combination is incredibly dewy, but even just the foundation by itself anyway, I'm pretty sure Kathleen Light said it's one of the most dewy foundations that she's tried. So I mean, I completely agree with that statement. To be fair, it does make my skin look really healthy, and it does look very natural. Like it looks really nice on my skin. It's just a bit more luminous than I'm used to. So I'm then going in with the concealer. For some reason, the lightest concealer is darker than the foundation, which is kind of odd. Like this is only just going to be okay for me, I think. Oh yeah, that was another thing that I didn't mention. The shade range isn't the best. I don't know whether it's just because we're in the UK and we don't have all the shades yet, or whether it's just like that's all of the shades in general. Ooh, that's quite nice. But yeah, they don't have the biggest shade range for stuff. To be honest, like the products were pretty limited on the Superdrug website. The thing that they had the most choice of was the lipstick colours. Okay, so again, that concealer is very glowy. I wouldn't say it was full coverage. I think it looks kind of strange now because my eyes look, like my under eyes look darker than the rest of my face. I wouldn't say it's full coverage concealer, but it definitely has good coverage. It's managed to cover my blemishes down here. But looking in the viewfinder, my face just looks orange. That concealer is definitely, I think, too dark for me. Or it's at least too dark for the foundation. I'm just going to powder my face using my L'Oreal True Match because they don't have any powders on the Superdrug website that are by Flower Beauty. I'm guessing it was kind of like a trial run to see how the makeup sells, and then they'll add more stuff if it's a success. So now that my face is powdered, I'm feeling a lot better about that. It still feels the tiniest bit sticky kind of through the powder, but that did manage to kind of set the concealer and everything. My foundation normally gets oily to the point where it starts looking a bit gross after about like 6 hours and onwards. I think like my Maybelline one, after 8 hours it still kind of looks fine. So next up I got two of the face palettes. I think these were both $12.99 each. I kind of was hoping that in this one, which has got a bronzer, blush and highlight, I was kind of hoping it was going to be like a matte powder so that I could use this to set my face, but it turns out it's actually like a shimmer highlighter. But then I did also go ahead and get the highlighter palette, which I probably didn't need because there's a highlighter in here, but I wanted to test both of them, and if I don't like make use out of this, then I'll probably like sell it on Depop or something. But I have to say, I swatched these on my hand and oh my god, this little brush that it comes with, I think like you don't really need it because the majority of people would have a highlighter brush, and I wouldn't necessarily use this type of brush to do my highlighter, but I guess you could. These highlighters are freaking insane. Like they're so beautiful. I mean, I don't know how they are on the face, but just the texture of these, oh, they are so smooth and so glowy. They don't feel like powdery at all. They just have that gorgeous like wet glow to them. Oh, when they reflect the light, they all look like they're really pale, but then when you tilt them down, I think I can just about get away with this one, but I think these two would be too dark for me. Okay, that one and this one I'm pretty sure are the same colour. I'm gonna put this to one side. I've only swatched it, haven't used it on my face. I'll probably either give that away or sell it on Depop. I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna use the bronzer first and then obviously do the blush and the highlight. The texture of these actually feel really nice. The bronzer feels really smooth. Oh, okay, that's quite dark. Okay, I've definitely got too much on this cheek. My skin is glowing already. Let's also just try and blend that out a bit. That bronzer shade is actually really nice, but the formula of that was really nice. It wasn't patchy at all. It feels very, very smooth and kind of like, I don't know, the texture of it just feels very light. The blush is definitely not the type of colour I would normally go for, so I'm just gonna pick up, oh my god, this is so pigmented. I would normally go for a bit more of a peachy blush. This one is like straight up pink. One thing I just want to note is when you dip your brush in here, you get like a lot of powder that kind of comes up in the pan. Okay, the blush is quite pretty. It's just a matte pink blush really, like there's nothing extra special about it. Okay, so now in with the highlighter, which I'm so excited for. I hope this pays off on my face as well as it does in the swatches. Oh. Bloody hell, that was loud. Hello. Oh my freaking god. Okay, I dipped into that the tiniest amount, like this. That is, oh my goodness. It almost goes onto your face like wet looking. Holy crap. That is one of the most like beautiful kind of like wet look highlighters I've ever tried. Like even, not even drugstore, like this is up there with like Ofra highlighters. Oh my god. Drew Barrymore was not playing around when she was telling Jamie Genevieve that her highlighter palette is amazing, because she wasn't wrong. However, if you like a natural glow, this is not the product for you. It still makes your skin look really smooth, and it hasn't like emphasized on my texture or anything. It's just a really smooth but kind of metallic, wet looking highlighter. I am just gonna go fill in my brows and do my mascara, and then I will be right back. So I'm back. I've done my brows and I've done my lashes. On my brows I used Benefit Gimme Brow in 3 and Precisely My Brow in 3, and then on my lashes I used the Revolution Mascara Revolution, which I'm running out of it because I've used it that much. Oh, I've just realised that I've put like highlighter all over my lips. I am actually obsessed with how my skin looks right now. Like it just looks so radiant and healthy and just dewy, and like I've got really nice skin. The one thing that I am starting to notice though is that the foundation is already sinking into my smile lines. If you've watched my videos for a long time, I know it seems like I'm repeating myself, but just in case there's anybody new that's tuning in on these videos, I do have very deep set smile lines, and even without makeup you can still see them. So foundation always does sink into my smile lines, however, not normally after about half an hour. But to finish everything off, and I'm also going to test this over dinner and report back so you guys can see. This is the Miracle Matte lipstick, and it's a liquid lipstick. I got the shade Bare Honey. This was $7.99, so it was the cheapest thing that I got. It reminds me of the smell of another brand of liquid lipstick, but I can't remember what it is. I really like the doe foot app actually. It's like a thin little rounded doe foot applicator. It's not a super strong smell. Wow, it feels really cold. That feels really nice. It's definitely like full pigment. This is what everything is looking like. Wait, let me just turn down the brightness so you can see my skin a bit more. So you can see the highlighter is here, and that just looks beautiful. It's so like just so beautiful. And then the rest of my skin I think is looking really, really nice. The only kind of problem areas so far are my smile lines. I'm actually just going to leave the liquid lipstick on for like maybe 5 minutes and then come back to see if it fully dries. But at the moment it feels so comfortable. It feels incredibly lightweight, which I really like. And as you can see, it's not sticky at all. I'll be back in 5, and don't mind me. I'll just be listening to some music. Okay, my lipstick has not changed in feeling or texture or anything at all. It feels so comfortable. So it's not kiss proof, but it feels so comfortable. So I'm gonna keep this on during eating my roast dinner, and I will update you guys in a bit. Okay, so I'm back. It's actually now been, I think, exactly 3 hours since I've had the foundation on. I put it on at 10 to 6, if I am correct, and it is now 10 to 9. So I kept my lipstick on over dinner, and it has gone, like it did stay on, most of the colour did, but it's kind of gone a bit cracked, and some of it like on the inner part has worn off, but it's still kind of there. This is probably way too close up right now, but this is what the lipstick looks like. Maybe if I do that, it kind of smooths it out. It's still pretty much there. Lasted a roast dinner, so I'm not mad at that. So obviously the foundation has now been on for 3 hours, and considering it's only been on for 3 hours, it's not looking the best. I'm already starting to get pretty oily like around the sides of my nose, and it's starting to break up here, and you can see how it's like broken up in my smile lines and stuff. It's starting to break up a little bit on my chin, and I am just overall like I'm looking very dewy. I think my skin still looks really healthy, but I'm definitely getting oilier a lot quicker than normal. Normally it would take me about 5 hours to start getting like this level of oiliness. So I've just turned the brightness down so you can kind of see. I don't know if you can see in this area here, I feel like it's starting to enlarge my pores a bit and kind of like sink in here and go a bit oily and like separated around the sides of my nose. And I mean, my nose and my forehead are definitely starting to get oily as well. And then as well on my chin, the foundation and concealer has kind of creased in my eyelids and also under my eyes here as well. You can see it's like creasing and kind of come off a little bit. So as beautiful as I think the foundation looked when I first put it on, like it, honestly, for the first hour it looked so nice. I don't think I would recommend this for people with oily skin. I actually now need to go and wash my hair, but how I'm gonna do it is like, and how I normally do it is do it over the bath. And so hopefully I won't get too much water on my face, but I might have some of my hairline bits come off. And I also need to repaint my nails to a pink colour because I have a shoot with Benefit tomorrow, which is really exciting, but they want me to have pink nails and I just redid my nails to be khaki green, but gotta do what I gotta do. My nails are painted, my hair is washed, and my hairline has had all the makeup removed from it. And the time is now 10 to 10, so the foundation has been on my face for 4 hours now. To be honest, nothing much has really changed since the last time I checked in with you guys. I am gonna wrap up this video here, even though I'm probably gonna do another check-in just before I go to bed. I might do, but I might not. I'm gonna wrap this up here because I want to answer a question of the day, and I know that if I do it later, I'll forget. Monwara BB says, will you ever consider going back to uni? I did a foundation year and then I did 1 year of my graphic design degree, and then after that I dropped out because my YouTube was kind of like taking over and I couldn't do both at the same time, and I thought I would just go with the YouTube route because like that's not going to come around again. Like the opportunity to do YouTube wasn't exactly like, you know, that type of opportunity I thought I should just take because in however many years time, like I might not be there, and I thought I can always go back to my degree. So I left university and I was planning on doing distance learning from home, but then I just got too busy and never signed up for it. So I think I would go back to uni if YouTube kind of dies. Like I'm not expecting YouTube to be my job forever, and you know, it's probably not like a long-term thing, and I completely understand that. So if there is a point in life where I had to go back to university, then I for sure would. But at the moment, I'm not considering it, as in like at this moment in time, like I'm not wanting to go back or anything. But yeah, I would definitely still consider it later in life, finishing off my graphic design degree. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this here. I need to go dry my hair. I need to go to edit this video. I need to go to edit 2 videos for Revolution's channel. But I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. If you aren't already subscribed to my channel, I would love it so much if you would subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.